one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pump, raising the sound. Oh, hill and dale, telling the tale, gaining their ring.
Good evening, I'm Eoin Colfer and welcome back to the Mansion House. When we left Scrooge, the bell had just struck midnight and the solemn, hooded figure of the third and final spirit stood in front of him. Let's read on and find out what the future holds for old Ebenezer Scrooge. Stave 4, The Last of the Spirits. The phantom slowly, gravely, silently approached. It was shrouded in a deep black garment which left nothing of it visible save one outstretched hand. "Am I in the presence of the ghosts of Christmas yet to come?" asked Scrooge. The spirit pointed onwards with its hands. "You are about to show me shadows of the things that will happen," Scrooge pursued. "Is that so, spirit?" Scrooge feared this silent shape so much that his legs trembled beneath him. "Ghost of the future," he exclaimed, "I fear you more than any spectre I have seen, but as I know your purpose is to do me good, I am prepared to bear you company, and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me?" It gave him no reply. The hand was pointed straight before them. "Lead on then," said Scrooge. "Lead on. The night is precious time to me, I know. Lead on, spirit." The phantom moved away. There they were, in the heart of the city, amongst the merchants who hurried up and down and chinked the money in their pockets, as Scrooge had often seen them do. The spirit stopped beside one little knot of businessmen, pointing to them. Scrooge advanced to listen to their talk. "No," said a great fat man with a monstrous chin. "I don't know much about it. I only know that he's dead." "When did he die?" inquired another. "Last night, I believe." "Why, what was the matter with him?" asked a third. "God knows," said the first with a yawn. "What has he done with his money?" asked a red-faced gentleman. "I haven't heard," said the man with the large chin, yawning again. "It's likely to be a very cheap funeral, for I don't know of anybody to go to it." "Suppose we make up a party and go." "I don't mind going if a lunch is provided," observed one gentleman. Scrooge knew the men and looked towards the spirit for an exclamation. But quiet and dark beside him stood the phantom, with its outstretched hand. Scrooge fancied that the unseen eyes were looking at him keenly, and it made him shudder and feel very cold. They went into an obscure part of the town, where the shops and houses reeked with crime, with filth and misery. There was a shop where iron, old rags, bottles, bones and greasy junk were bought. Scrooge and the phantom came into this shop, just as two women and a man carried in bundles. They all three burst into a laugh. The first woman threw her bundle on the floor, but the man produced his plunder first. A pencil case, sleeve buttons, and a brooch of no great value were all examined by the shopkeeper, old Joe, who chalked up the sums for each upon the wall and added them up into a total. "That's your account," said Joe. "Who's next?" Mrs. Dilber was next. Sheets and towels, 2 old-fashioned silver teaspoons, a pair of sugar tongs, and a few boots. Her account was stated on the wall in the same manner. "And now undo my bundle, Joe," said the first woman. Joe dragged out a large and heavy roll of some dark stuff. "Bed curtains," said Joe. "You don't mean to say you took him down, rings and all, with him lying there?" "Yes, I do," replied the woman. "Why not?" "His blankets too?" asked Joe. "Who else's do you think?" replied the woman. "Ah, you may look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but it's the best he had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me." "What do you call the wasting of it?" asked old Joe. "Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure," replied the woman with a laugh. "Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again." Scrooge listened to this dialogue in horror. "Ha ha!" laughed the same woman when old Joe paid the 3 out. "This is the end of it, you see. He frightened every one of us away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead. Ha 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 ha!" "Spirit," said Scrooge, shuddering from head to foot. I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own." Merciful heaven, what is this? Come back tomorrow at 7 to find out what happens. Good night from the Mansion House.